Hey, yo, it's Guido coming at you with a Tactics Talk. Welcome back in. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, I appreciate y'all's support. Keep it coming. Channel's doing well. And here is yours truly in my LT-432 Tier 8.5 Premium Light Tank, Russian Light Tank. Is it a light tank? It's more like a medium. It's almost a medium. It really is. It's a Tier 8 medium and a Tier 8.5 Scout. Let's put it that way. And I am here on whatever this place is called, Serene Coast, and headed up to the northwest, which I decided against pretty quickly because I'm well outrunning my help. I was triggered this day. It had been a bad day. I'd been playing bad. My teams were bad, mostly playing bad. But I blame it on the teams, right? It's always the team's fault. So I was sort of raging up there like I usually do. Hey, it's about map control. It's about the critical terrain, all that good stuff. And I finally went, you know what? I'm not going to go up there and get wiped out by the 25 TAP and this hold down UD 16 and all this mess. Let's just do something different. All right, we're going to do something Guido doesn't usually do. We're talking in third person. I'm going to come down here. I see the 430U down here. And at first there didn't seem like there was much down here. All of a sudden there was much down here. But they don't know I'm here. I got into the pit without being seen. So I figured, you know what, let's just come in here and start causing some chaos. Let's use some maneuver. Let's have a little bit of fun in here. We're not going to go up and play hold down punchy face up on the corner where I'm probably going to lose out. Let's get around behind these guys, and they don't even know I'm here right now. This guy has no idea. I go right past him. This is always the fun kind of gameplay right here. This dude sees me. He does get a shot. I put one on him. I'm enticing my friends. The Pershing's running. The other guy's now chasing me around the other side of the thing. I get a crazy bounce because the armor on this thing was completely overpowered for a light. There's so much going on right here, right? But it was just kind of a fun sequence. Now the standard beast coming in. This guy is not able to shoot just me. He's got to shoot multiple people, and we're going to absolutely wreck this Centurion AX. And down he goes. And we've created quite a little advantage. Now the good news is the guys up in the corner actually won. More than likely, had I gone up there, we'd have won there. But I don't know what would have been going on down here if I had not pushed in and caused the chaos. And that's one of the great things about a light tank, especially when it's powerful. This one with some pretty good armor. And a reasonable expectation with maneuver and wiggling and them shooting into the upper plate or the turret that you're going to get some bounces along the way. So I was triggered. I decided to do something different. And I think along the way I learned a little bit about this map that I had kind of forgotten. It used to be that lower area right there was a pretty good place to fight. And I think I got away from it quite a bit because it's so easy for the enemy team to push in and relatively difficult for you based on the shots that they have from different areas. Another shot on this guy trying to be, I don't know what he's doing right there. But I think it still is a viable spot, and I think in more of a meta discussion, a bigger discussion, there are a lot of places on the map that I don't tend to go, which are actually useful given the right situation. And the trick is trying to figure out what that is. So you can have some pre-canned maneuvers and places you're going to go on maps and with the type of tank you're playing and the matchup that you're facing, but all that may change. Even though you've made that early decision to do X, Y, or Z, it may change. Get rid of this guy. And I think it's good to explore some of those other things at times. Sometimes you're going to end up losing out on damage or losing out on winning because you went to a bad place, and you might come out of it and go, you know what, I knew that was a bad place, I just wanted to try it out. Other times you might learn something about the place that you went. Now this is pretty funny. I go right by this corner spot, and I'm going after the Kron. I'm thinking, well, the 268 must be here in this little dip, and I come around this corner and I think, wait a minute, where is this guy? And then I say, oh, I know where he is. He's got to be up in this corner. So watch this right here. I stop, I'm looking for him, I see him, shot and start moving, and he fires in him. He waited just a little too long. Get another shot into him, and down he goes. So we end up with 2,776 and 5 kills. A lot of cleanup kills on near deads, things like that. So really, I've talked about it in the past, but the game really is winnable from a lot of different directions. And while there are high percentage plays, there's a lot of less known high percentage plays, or at least moves you can make during the game to create a high percentage play if you do it right. So I think if you ask me 3 months ago, I'd have told you to never go down into that pit. And while that is still generally good advice, it's not an end-all be-all of advice. Sometimes you can go down there and it's a good thing. A lot of it depends on what your team's doing. I did take a gun away from what I would consider the critical terrain up in the northwest. So I think there's some give and take and a good discussion there about, well, Guido, you should have gone up there anyway. You probably could have beat them down in the pit as well. But at the same time, because it's a video game and you want to try different things, and some different things are sometimes fun, you have to consider that as well in part of the equation. All right, guys, that's all I've got. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you learned something here. If you did, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we will see you.